to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading of like self-care, self-love. So the decks that I'm going to use are Soul Truth to pretty much get us started with a question that you can like ask yourself, um, or what you want to fix or what you want to heal. And then I have my affirmations deck. Okay, I have two of them now. So I have a regular affirmations deck. That have the questions on the back to like add on to the soul's questions. Um, if the soul questions is like a little bit, also like the umbrella term, like but to like very big and vast, like to get a little bit more detailed into it. So that's those questions, and then I am using um the mantra deck from the back. Okay, to pretty much give like the themes of probably what you're going through, but also like the themes of the affirmation and why certain affirmations keep coming up. And then I am using, I don't know how to say this deck name, but it reminds me of yoga, but more so like if you like Naruto, like there's about to be a bunch of hand gestures in it, like in this video. Isn't that like a boxer that he does the Naruto hand symbols and stuff like that? So if that's you, you could about to get some today. And then I have the mantra deck again for the actual affirmations on the other side of it. And then I have the deck again with the hand signals, right? But on the back, because it talks, on the front it says something else, but on the back it more so talks about like what is certain hand gestures used for. And then I'm gonna have the something about your own magic. Shine your own magic. Trust your own magic. I'm sorry. And then we have the Shine Your Light deck. And then I really forgot the name of that deck. No, we lean on the uncertainty of the universe, something like that. And then I have the self-care to pretty much give you ideas to like help you along the way. Because certain things could be like a little bittersweet and trying to like leave and stuff like that. You might, but that, I mean, like, you might be happy at the fact like the situation is over or stuff like that, but you're kind of sad at the fact like if like what you're asking for wasn't really crazy or outrageous and stuff like that. But it's just like if the person had respected you enough, they would have, try to compromise and meet you halfway. But it was like you kept meeting this person halfway or more than halfway, and you weren't really getting anything in return other than stress, chaos, and burdens, and lies. And now you're away from that. You can find like a place to be happy or like be happy again, but it's kind of sort of bittersweet because you actually cared for this person and stuff like that. But yeah, and then I have the angels deck to pretty much wrap it up. But before we get started, I'm going to cleanse out the space and the energy. So if you have the headphones on, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Okay. So the first question is, what can I do to make a difference? What do I resist feeling right now? Because your feelings is actually trying to tell you something. Like if you're angry, it's because you're being mistreated, and your feelings know that you're being mistreated, and they try to tell you, hey, you're being mistreated. Figure out by who, or figure out why, how, or this and stuff like that, so you can protect yourself. If you're sad, it just simply means that like you cared at some point in time, and either you slowly stop caring, or like now you're starting to realize that what you felt before, it wasn't like, if you're like, let's say it's a relationship and stuff like that, and now you're no longer in the relationship, but you're practicing self-love and self-care, and now you're realizing when you was in a relationship what you felt wasn't actual love. Like it probably was care, infatuation, interest, but it wasn't actual love kind of thing, and that your feelings are trying to like communicate that. And then we have, am I ready to let go of these buried shame? Oh, they said like, oh, you can feel shame in your face and stuff like that. Like if you can blush you and stuff like that. But that's kind of sort of embarrassment, not shame. But it's still, if you feel it in your face, kind of thing. Also with this book and like how can you make a difference is realizing that you have shame and other people have shames as well, and you shouldn't beat yourself up over certain things that you did that you're not really proud of. Like, maybe you laugh when people fall. Okay, I do it too. I laugh when I fall. I just I don't know. Like, I know that's not okay, but like I make sure they're okay and then I laugh. But like, because sometimes I'm not really prepared. Like if I trip, I'll laugh at myself and be like, "What? Like, what did I trip on?" Kind of thing. But the same thing for other people, because it's like, what? Like, where did you trip? But realizing that you don't have nothing to be ashamed about, and that can make a difference in your life, but also in other people's life. Realizing that um you trip, you fall down, stuff like that. Everybody fall down. Gravity knocks people down from time to time. Um, everybody, their walking legs or their, land legs haven't fully come in yet, fully developed, and that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Um, if you gave the wrong answer when you thought you had the right answer, that's fine. You're not the only one. Like, it's normal, okay? Um, realizing you're unique, but you don't. That doesn't mean that you have to be right all the time and know everything. You're a human. You don't know everything. No, neither does the computer know everything and stuff like that. Where there's some computers that learn as you go, but like because they do not know everything. So as you learn, they learn and then improve and stuff like that. But basically, you're doing the same thing, but your brain also has but so much memory. But like if certain things doesn't need to be remembered anymore, it's gonna forget it and kind of thing. Or if your brain is kind of cool, if it's caused you way too much pain and stuff like that to think about, it will just be like, yep, nope, we're just gonna block it out. I don't know what you're talking about. It never happened. Like, kind of it won't say it never happened, but just gonna like block it off. So like, you'll be like, oh, that does sound familiar, and your brain will be like, yeah, because it happened. But then like if you try to like dig a little bit deeper, it just won't let you. It's like a door or like a bouncer kind of thing. It's just like, yeah, that did happen. That's cool. And then you're just like, okay, I want to like find a little bit more. They just like, yeah, no, you're not ready for it. Just go over here. It was like SpongeBob, like where what the it was an episode where he tried. Yes, I have to start over for some reason. It cut off. So if somebody was being negative in your life, or they make a whole bunch of impulsive, rash decisions, right, and don't think it out, and as a result, their life is a mess. But because you're around them, somehow their problems now is your problem, or they making their problems your problems. You're gonna kick that person out because that's the fucking problem, kind of thing. And I understand how you might feel like it's take it personally, but you're not the only one with problems in your life, and other people have problems going on that they need to deal with. You're not the only ones that need to set boundaries. Other people need to set boundaries. Some people have boundaries, some people don't. And if they were trying to help you, but you keep putting yourself back in the same situation, of course they're not going to help you anymore. Of course they're not going to, like, when they used to give you, like, once they make excuses for you, at some point in time they can't. You purposely doing this to yourself, and you're aware of the outcome and stuff like that. And if that's a very shame, like, that's really on you, and that's what popped in my head. It's a saying that like you can either grow, which is evolve, or you repeat, which means you keep doing the exact same thing over and over again, thinking that something's going to change, which is the definition of insanity. So if you keep going back to the exact same person that keep breaking your heart, lying to you, manipulating you, gaslighting you, cheating on you, calling you crazy, doing all of this stuff, okay, you keep going back to them, thinking something's going to change, when it's literally just the season changed, the month changed, the time of year changed, but that person didn't change. Of course you're going to feel insane, because it's the definition of insanity. Nothing is going to change. You need to leave that person alone. So now if you have friends or family that's saying the exact same thing, the same thing happened to Keisha Cole. What song was that? Was it? Fuck, I forgot. But it started with an I. But yeah, that same thing happened to her, where every time like, I forgot her husband's name. I know it starts with a B, so we just gonna call him B. Every time B cheated on her and stuff like that, she would cry, boo-hoo. We got some songs out of it. I should have cheated. We got some songs out of it, okay? And then, you know, families out here upset and mad. You making her cry. She feels sad. She's down, blah, 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 blah. But then Keisha go take him back. And then you do the exact same thing again. And then we go through the same thing again. And Keisha go take him back. And then, like, so at that point in time in the song, she was like, they legit said was like, when you're done, then, like, come. When you're, like, done. Like, not just, I'm done. I'm over it. And then, like, 2 weeks later, y'all back in each other's faces. That's not done. So they didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear the, he cheated on me. I feel sorry for me. Like, you keep going back. You're not growing or evolving in no way, shape, or form. You might feel ashamed that your relationship didn't work out. That's fine. You're not the only one that had a relationship that didn't work out. Which is why you're trying to resist certain feelings. You're trying to make it seem like you're the only one that's going through when you're not. Life is not just lifing for you. Life sucks for almost everybody. In some way, shape, or form. Okay? Okay, so we have, what is special about me? Why is the world better because of my presence? And we have, which relationships do I consider most loving? How can I nourish these relationships? And we have, do I feel comfortable expressing myself? How do I feel about getting quiet, listening deeply and patiently to my inner wisdom? With this being here and resisting feelings, your intuition could be telling you do not do that. It will not end up well. You should walk away. You should break up with this person. But you're not listening to it because of how it makes you feel. You shouldn't do that. You're not listening to it because you think that it will bring you some form of happiness. And it won't. Which is why your intuition is trying to tell you not to fucking do it. Now your ego is going to tell you to do it because it's going to make you happy. And it's not. Your ego doesn't know how to make you happy in no way, shape, or form. Then we have, write down 5 positive affirmations about yourself and repeat them daily. How would my life change if I accomplish all of my goals? What would my life look like? What does it feel like to be in this position? Also, your ego is more mental than anything, where your higher self is, well, it can communicate to you mentally, but like it's more emotional kind of thing. So if your chakras is out of balance, you're more so operating out of ego. Also, if you was around a narcissist, you will pick up some of their narcissistic tendencies. Well, kind of sort of 2 different ways. Like if you were born in a narcissistic household and stuff like that, you had a narcissistic parent. There's going to be a golden mirror where there's one child that's literally just like that narcissistic parent, and their parent will claim that one as their favorite and stuff like that. And then there's going to be a scapegoat, and that's the problem child, and this person get along to absolutely nobody, and this da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's just because that person won't be manipulated or fall for like all the tactics that the narcissistic parent and or sibling is doing. So they trying to paint that one as a problem simply because they have control over their own mind and won't be manipulated and or gaslighted. And if they try to, for some people, they could just look at them and just be like, okay, and go about their business, or just don't entertain it in no way, shape, or form. Like, if somebody trying to make you feel guilty about something you have no reason to feel guilty about, that's very weird. Okay? So you might just sit there and let the narcissist talk to them, like, just continue talking and stuff like that, because they're more so just trying to get a reaction out of you, because every action has a reaction. If they don't get a reaction out of you, which is technically is a reaction, no reaction is a reaction, you don't necessarily care to react. It pissed them off a little bit, because they trying to get under your skin. They trying to make you feel ashamed about something, make you take the responsibility for something that you really shouldn't take the responsibility for. Which is why I said earlier how somehow their problem becomes your problem, and it's not your problem, it's their problem. They made that choice. You didn't make that choice for them. Especially if they come to you for advice and you said, hey, yeah, maybe let's not do that, and they went and did it anyways. It just simply shows you knew it was a bad choice and a bad idea, which is why you asked for advice. And you thought I was going to go along with what you was going to do and say, yeah, that sounds great. That's so smart. It will work out. You should do it. And then if you had done that and did it, and the exact same thing that's happening right now happened, you would have blamed me for it. But the fact that I said, don't do it, it will not work out. You cannot blame me for it. So now you want to make that problem my problem, for me to fix it and for me to solve it and deal with it, when it's just like, no, I told you not to do it. You should never did it. Oh, that also happened in the Bible. It was it 1st or 2nd Samuel, where there was a King Saul. He was appointed by God to be the king, right? And God, was it Babylon? Or either way, it's gonna be a city that didn't have like the best reputation and stuff like that. And they was coming to meet King Saul. God said, hey, do not make an alliance with these people. Do not befriend them. Don't do this, don't do that. Saul was like, I'm king. And befriended them. Made an alliance and all that. Okay, cool. Cool. God technically was like, alright, cool. I never said that. So when they got captured, yeah, they came back, took over the whole city and captured the king. God appointed him, yeah, but then God was like, yeah, no, I didn't tell you to do that. You felt like we was on the same page and we was equal in this. We are not equal. I know what they was going to do. You don't know what they was going to do. Which is why your intuition, your higher self, is trying to tell you, man, don't do that. But you didn't want to listen. You thought you knew better than your higher self, which is incorrect. And that was your ego talking and responding. And your ego don't really know much. Your ego more so hurts you, which is strength reverse. It's pride card, kind of, sort of. Or it could just simply be strength, the whole pride thing. But either way, that could be the whole shame situation. But that's like, you have to take responsibility for your choices. You can't keep blaming somebody else, especially for your life. Like somebody, like they probably played a role in it or something like that. Like a narcissistic parent, like yeah, they probably like the way that you are. That's fine. That's cool. You've been with them for like a good chunk of your life. Of course, they're gonna rub off on you in some way, shape, or form. But if you know the things that they did and how that made you feel and how it hurts you, why are you doing that to other people? That's weird. That's the shame thing. And then you have to realize that either you probably hated that person and you simply became the thing that you hate, okay? Or you're just like that person without even like, you didn't really try not to be that person. And you still don't really care to try not to be exactly like that person, even though you know how it hurts you, how they hurt you, and you know how you're doing the exact same thing to another person to hurt another person. But then when they lash out, and I don't say they lash out, when they feel away and do what's best for them, you're upset. But then it's like you did the exact same thing to your narcissistic parent. So you don't see how, like, you see how it repeats? You did it to your parent, so of course somebody's gonna do it to you. Also, if y'all really similar and are really alike, of course you're not gonna like each other, kind of thing. Especially with that shame. You're ashamed of the fact that you do it, but yet this person is doing it in the open and doesn't seem to care. And you like that. You admire them for doing that, but you are aware of the fact that their behavior hurts people. Because you was caught in the crossfires of one of them. You was hurt as well. But yet, you go around hurting people. As if you're the first one to ever thought about this idea. The first one to do it. And then when they see through it, somehow you get upset and be bothered by it. It's very weird. It's very weird. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And then we have, what am I in control of in this moment? If I could do anything, what would it be? Oh, with this being here, you can't control what makes you special. You can only control, not honestly, at some point in time, your feelings is gonna control you, okay? And then you're just gonna be overreact. Honestly, you're gonna overreact to everything, but like, it can be like the smallest thing, because you bottled up your feelings and your emotions for so much, it's just like overdo it kind of thing. And that's more so, again, your ego, because your ego decides to say, like, oh, we don't have to feel this right now. We can just turn off your feelings and kind of thing. And we can feel it later. And then it's just like, later something else happened, and then you push that down, you push it, and you keep pushing things down. At some point in time, there's not, like again, like I said earlier, it's not enough space to hold all that. So it is gonna explode on you. So you are gonna have to deal with it. Either gonna be like, I don't say like a breakdown or something like that, but you have to deal with that in some way, shape, or form. You can't just keep ignoring it. And as that, so it's like your relationship with yourself and your relationship with other people that you need to look on and focus on. And also, like I said, people was in your life, and because of your choices, they decide to leave your life. You have to understand that, especially if you would do the exact same thing if they was doing what you did to them. Because at that, if you be like, they shouldn't have stayed because they were supposed to be my friend, that's double standards. Double standards. And hypocritical. Which is why they left. You wouldn't want to deal with somebody else's double standards or hypocrites, like hypocrisy. So why should they deal with it? Because you're supposed to be special, but you're not doing anything special. Kind of thing, like you're doing regular, normal things. You're trying to control the situation, control people. That's different than narcissists. People with narcissistic tendencies. Control freaks. People with insecurities. You see, I'm just, that's like 4 different people right there. It's not special, it's not unique, it's not different. People see it. It's like an everyday thing, kind of thing. And then that's why it came to like, how are you comfortable expressing yourself? You're comfortable expressing your ego, but your actual true self, no, because you don't know who that is. So some themes we have: rewriting the subconscious. Yeah, the subconscious are all the things that you buried. So you sleep, if you're having nightmares and stuff like that, it's because your subconscious, everything that you buried goes to your subconscious. Everything that you suppress literally goes to your subconscious. Then we have invoking self-realization. Yep. Then we have open my mind. To realize stuff, you have to open your mind. And then we have resolving anger. Didn't I talk about that earlier? You being mistreated in a situation, in a relationship, and then people that were trying to tell you that you're being mistreated in that relationship, you got mad at them than the person that you needed to be mad at. So you're mad at the wrong person. And then we have integrating the ego. Also, in the spiritual journey, you're supposed to have an ego stuff. Like, there are some things that you are great at. There are some things that you are good at. There are some things that makes you different, that makes you unique. But the stuff that you're trying to do, I'm trying to be like, this is special, this is unique, nobody can do it like me, that's inaccurate. That's literally just your ego. Then we have overcoming fear. Yep. Literally just your ego. And then we have releasing expectations. Yeah, I think I said that earlier. Like, the relationship didn't work out how you expected. Okay. That's fine. A lot of people relationships doesn't work out the way expected. People expect, oh, I'm gonna get married. We're gonna be married forever. You think they expected a divorce to come? No. But it's fine. It's okay. We have to deal with it. You know? You can't just make it seem like, oh, we should have never got a divorce. There's a reason why you got a divorce. If you actually pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to the situation, you will realize you was being treated unfairly, or this person was treating you unfairly, you was treating that person unfairly. Somebody was getting mistreated, and needs wasn't being met. And which caused an ending. Somebody walking away. In a friendship, a relationship, a work situation, no matter what it is. If you get treated unfairly, Spirit gonna be like, yeah, walk away. You don't have to be there. Just because I put you there doesn't mean that you gotta stay there. Which is why we have the Tower card. Also, the Tower just simply means it wasn't built to last regardless. If it was built to last, it'd just be a divine intervention. You would just fix up what needs to be fixed up. If it's literally destruction, it wasn't built to last regardless. It's gonna fall apart regardless. It wasn't built on sturdy ground regardless. And then the reason why you're trying to control things is because of fear. You realize that is an ego response, a trauma response, or however you want to say it, or however you want to put it. And then you realize, oh, you've been operating out of ego, pride, fear, and anger. It's not survival. Because you don't need to do that to survive. The ego is trying to tell you to do, like trying to tell you need to do it to survive, to have control over your life, but you don't have control over your life. Nobody has control over their life. For example, if you're walking outside, right, and then out of nowhere a car skirts and stuff like that. Totally like popped in my head. And a car skirts, right? And can you stop that car from skirting? No, right? Because you can't control that. Can you control yourself getting out of the way? Probably. Yeah. But that's the only thing you can control is yourself, your body. You're walking, you're moving. At some point in time, your feelings gonna control you. Okay, I'm saying you that right now. Also, with that ego, your mind controls you, not you control your mind. But you gotta get that under wraps. Yeah, pride and vanity is also a feeling. So feelings that you're feeling are in act levels. Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to say, like, your heart is closed off to things that actually will benefit it and benefit you, but your heart is open to the things that's more. So you being open-minded and receptive to the things that more so hurt you. Like, popped in my head, it's like if Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Pennywise, all come knocking on your door like one by one, you will let them in your house with no problem. Be like, yeah, come on in. It's okay. Answer the phone. Like, it's scream, I know you're like kind of thing. You do all that. But then it could be somebody be like, oh, you know, like, they all gonna kill you kind of thing. Like, somebody say they be like, oh, no, they're not. That's not what they do. And it's like, what are you talking about? Freddy Krueger mess with people in their dreams, okay? In their sleep. Michael Myers, he just be stalking people, okay? To kill them, you know? And I said Pennywise just be terrifying people. I don't know, Scream whole thing. It is killing, but like I forgot why. But so when that person's actually trying to help you, you're just like, yeah, no. So you ain't purposely ignoring all the red flags, right? Purposely, or you with the realization, you will be aware like the red flags was there the whole time, okay? And you ignored them. And when somebody pointed out the red flags, you was like, yeah, no, that's not red. It's a green flag, and it's like it was definitely not green. Definitely not green. And then we have longing, welcome your yearning. So something is longing to change and wanting to grow and evolve because there's a butterfly on it. And with the whole trying to control things and fear and the ego, you're not allowing it to change. Then we have inner peace, be still. Oh, we have green, which is about the heart. Which is why they're saying like, shh, and listen, meditate. And then we have a higher meaning with be profound. And then we have connectedness with I belong. This is purple and green. So it's your third eye and your heart chakra. So your higher self, your psychic abilities and stuff like that is trying to tell you something, okay? And that also comes off as a feeling. If you feel it in your stomach, that's your intuition trying to tell you, hey, something isn't right here. You know, when it's like, I just had a gut feeling. Yeah, that's your intuition. It's trying to tell you something. Okay? And we have magic, be bewitched. Isn't this the same? No, it's not. JK, it's not the same. Okay, it's not the same. I was looking at the fingers. It's not the same. And then we have moderation with no. See, told you. Told you. And then these two came out together. We have internal change with it will pass, and justice with I'm not the judge. Okay. Basically, you cannot judge the situation that you're in because you're in the situation. So, something is trying to change and you're longing for change, but you're... Pac-Man is not a judge of character, but that could just be spirit because it just went like judge character. You might not make the best picks of people characters, seeing that I literally just said earlier that you probably would just let Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, and Michael Myers in your house. ants probably watch the rain and stuff like that. Little shorty come out the window, come out the TV, okay? And it's saying like it's time to make like for that to change. And with the expectations, because with science and stuff like that, when you do like a scientific like experiment, you're supposed to do like a hypothesis, like what do you expect to happen and stuff like that. But then you do the test, okay? You have to be open-minded. While you're doing the test, you realize like, oh, it doesn't work out the way that I thought it was gonna work out, kind of thing. And that's fine, and that's okay. That's how you learn, kind of thing. What popped in my head was I was in bio. We had to do like a photosynthesis experiment, but we had to like wrap the tubes in like different colors. So there was red, there was like pretty much the whole rainbow and stuff like that. Which one did you expect the plant to actually like photosize a little bit more in? If you said green, I believe it was green. Okay, because it's a green plant kind of thing. That's is how it's supposed to do, how it's supposed to work. But I think it was like something else that was a little bit closer. And so if you would have picked that, it was like you technically was a little bit right, because if it had like green little tents and stuff like that in it, it will photosize. It will help it. I think the worst one was red. Whatever is the opposite of green, that was the worst one in the wheel. Or like the further you get away from green, stuff like that, the lower it got. But you have to be open-minded to actually see that and realize that and understand why that is happening. There is a wheel. That's why certain colors, even though you won't think it has like green in it, it has like tints of green. Like it is a little bit of green in there. I believe like yellow and blue also work because together that makes green, kind of thing. Like stuff like that. Like it's certain things that actually, like certain colors actually did work, but you probably wouldn't have expected it to work. And with this inner peace, because that's the long and things change, but with this inner peace, be still, and then moderation is no. You think that your ego is trying to make you tell you that you have to do things. What popped in my head was My Hero Academia plus Ultra. It's like, no, you can just chill out, okay? Little by little, so you don't burn yourself out, kind of thing. And if you did your best, you did your best. So it's like you don't have to like. Let's say you overexerted yourself today and stuff like that, but you don't give enough rest time, and then you overexert yourself tomorrow. You're burning yourself out, which is why they tell you to do it in moderation. The amount of work that you put in also have to equal the amount of rest that you have to have, like a rest time to recover. And then your recovery time is supposed to be way more than, like, let's say you're exercising and stuff like that. Your recovery time is supposed to be way more than the time that you exercise. Because while you're exercising, you're not going to feel things right away. And then we have higher meaning would be profound, with magic be bewitched. Oh, miracles and magic is all around you and stuff like that. Things can change within a blink of an eye, but you doesn't really see that or refuse to see it because you're trying to control the situation. Or when things change, you see it as a challenge and a problem and try to undo the change that needs to happen. It's about me trying to undo the tower. That doesn't work. If it's ready, fallen, and destroyed. I think I said it before, like the three little pigs, when the wolf blew down the house, the pig didn't build back up the house. He went to the next pig's house, kind of thing. And then, which kind of sort of brought the wolf to that house. But when their house got destroyed, okay, did the two pigs build back up that house? No, they went to the next house. And then the wolf was blowing and blowing and blowing, and nothing happened, kind of thing. Like that. And then all before, like, they was like, oh, you're making your house out of bricks? I'ma use string. I'ma use this. I'ma use that. Like, realizing that you thought a decision was great and it was smart, and then it probably wasn't, okay? And now you're seeing that it wasn't. And that's fine and that's okay. It's a learning experience. Maybe ask the third pig how he did what he did. If he can't help you, build a house. Because now you don't have a house. He got a house, but you don't. Like, kind of thing. Like, it's like you got asking for help doesn't make you weak, but lying to get help, it simply means that you know that if you was honest with like the person, they might not help you, which is why you're lying and manipulate and gaslight to try to get them to help you. And then Also, some people just not great liars. So, if you're not a great liar and you're trying to manipulate and lie to me to get me to help you, and if I said, no, I don't want to help you, and you get mad, I don't care. That doesn't change me wanting to help you. Oh, you're mad? I'm helping you. No, I still don't care. Because for one, you're lying. I know that you're lying. Two, you did this to yourself. You figure it out. It's not my problem. And I can't help you because you're lying. You know what actually happened. You figure it out. And then, oh yeah, back to that. Also, with some people, like I said, you're not great liars. People are aware that you're lying, and it's not that hard to figure out what actually happened. And then you be mad at the fact that they know what happened because they're not supposed to know what happened. But then it's just like, well, you're doing a bad job of hiding it, doing a bad job lying about it. It's more so come to you. Like, you can't be mad at somebody else for being observant. Which is why it says magic be bewitched, like people are just paying attention and observant. So with this inner peace and no, you're the reason that you don't have inner peace. You're throwing your life out of whack, but yet you're trying to blame somebody else and use them as a scapegoat when the only person you can blame is you. Did that person play the role? Yes, probably. Depending on who they are. They played a role, but you continue to let this person play in your face. So you have to self-reflect. You have to, like, realize the role that you played. There's also, like, an Asian proverb where the person that blames others haven't started their journey yet. The person that blames themselves is halfway through the journey, and the person that blames nobody pretty much finished the journey. So I'm not saying to blame yourself. I'm saying that you can't just keep blaming the other person. Like, was there a fucked up person? Yes. Were you aware that there was a fucked up person? Yeah. Okay, great. Wonderful. So it's like, they are who they are. And it's not like they're going to change because they don't really see a problem with it. How did you know that? Because you're probably in the relationship. You probably went to them a couple of times. Like, I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you do that. And they try to throw it back in your face, seem how like you're a problem. Or just to avoid everything that they do and to make it seem like it's fine and it's normal. It's justified that you're being oversensitive to the stuff. So at some point in time, you probably bottled up your feelings and your emotions because it made no sense to talk to this person because everything's just going to simply be your problem. Or you have to deal with it and you have to fix it. How do you fix that? Walk away from that person, leaving that person, stop giving them access towards you? Yeah. But who keeps allowing this person to be in your face? Exactly. I hope you said you. Exactly. Now if it's like a friend or stuff like that, or if it's a friend of a friend, and you simply tell the person, I don't like this friend, and they keep bringing that friend in your face, you have to establish a boundary. If that is simply removing yourself because they don't respect you and your boundaries, that's fine. That's okay. That's cool. But you can't keep relying on other people to change and you're not changing at all. Then we have lost is a reminder that makes more room. Okay, lost is a reminder that makes more room has been made for a greater gift to be received. That don't make sense. Lost is my reminder. Okay, that's probably what it is. Lost is my reminder that makes more room for the high. Lost is my reminder that more room has been made for a greater gift to be received. I think it's because I kept saying make. There's no make. Yeah, lost is my reminder that more room has been made for a greater gift. Yeah. Yep. And then we have, when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Oh, they match the colors. Oh no, it's like a purple, not blue. But this kind of sort of match with that, with inner peace, be still. Oh no, these went together. So, those went together. I just realized. So, it says, lost is my reminder that more room has been made for a greater gift to be received. And when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. So, you feel stuck? You feel angry? You feel blah, 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 blah. How can you make a difference? Pay attention to your feelings. Sit with your feelings. Write out your feelings. Let them out. Boxing popped in my head. You can like punch. If you're crying while you're punching, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. But you gotta get it out. If you exercise. If you cry while you exercise, that's fine. That's cool. Or whatever. singing in the shower, crying in the shower, whatever you got to do for you to get the pain out, if you to understand. Also, tears is a form of communication in some way, shape, or form. Spirit understands tears. They get it. They understand. They understand like sad tears from happy tears and stuff like that. They get it. They understand. Okay, next one is, it is safe for me to be in my body. Yeah, you cloak like you detaching from your feelings or certain feelings. You don't feel safe in your body, which is dissociation popped in my head. But it's like, even though you dissociate from like the situation or the like mentally you're not there kind of thing, but your body is still physically there. So your body is still physically going through the situations and stuff like that, even though you're mentally checked out. You're mentally not going through it. So which is why when you come back into their body and stuff like that, things may seem very chaotic or very stressful, or like you could be like, your body could be sore and you don't know why your body is sore. It's like because it just, you are aware that, you know, you probably went through a battle or stuff like that, but you're not aware of how that actually affected you because you didn't pay attention to your feelings. Also, your body will tell you stuff as well. Like if your muscles hurt, that's more so anxiety and stress and being like tightened up for so long, or tense for so long. And but if you have anxiety, it's more so like, I more so feel it in my ribs and my chest. But yeah, you have to pay attention to your body. Your body will let you know as well. Then we have, when discomfort becomes my friend, the most limiting beliefs are healed. Yeah, certain things that your ego is trying to get you to believe, and stuff that you're ashamed about, but you realize that you shouldn't be ashamed about it, you will literally heal. Then we have, only I have to feel good about my choices. And that's the thing, because I was talking about them earlier. You don't feel good about your choices, so you can change them, but then it's like you feel bad for changing and making it like, for changing your mind. It's like, you're not the only one that changed your mind. Everybody changed their mind every day. Like, you probably, I don't know, yesterday you were like, tomorrow I'm gonna eat this sandwich, and now you woke up today, you don't feel like having a sandwich. You might have a shake. That's fine. That is okay. You can change your mind. It is fine. It's what makes you human. Like, it's okay. Then we have, there is nothing to regret when I learn from the past. Feeling is a power is a power that helps me heal. Yeah, so you're resisting your feelings. So as a result, you're resisting healing. So you're just gonna be stuck in the past, which then causes you to repeat your past because you haven't learned from it and or healed from it. So now we have, the value of my life increase each time I appreciate everything in it. Then we have, I have the right to be excited. Okay, so we have the cow, don't know how to say that, with, hold on. Okay, so the cow, I'm just gonna call it the cow pose. So the cow pose helps with arthritis and inflammation or any kind of pain. It says to practice doing this 4 times daily for like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna show you the, oh, it also says healing, because the card describes it. It calls it a cat, but it also says healing. Let it be. Alright. You can't control life. Just gotta let it be. Oh, isn't that a song? Just let it go. Just let it be. You do you, and I'll be me. You just let the people be who they are. You gotta be who you are. Like, with people pleasing, if you are, oh my goodness, if you're in your people pleasing stage, shame. But not saying I'm out of it. But like, what I realized, like very early on, with people pleasing, you're trying to please people for one that you don't actually care for, you don't actually like, but you're trying to please them so that you don't have to hear what they're saying and stuff like that. You don't have to hear anybody's mouth. But those same people that you're trying to please is gonna find something to say regardless. So it's just like, you might as well just do what you want. Right? With this, you have the right to be excited. You're sad. Why are you sad? Oh my god, you're always sad. Why are you so sad? You're so miserable. Even though they're the ones that's causing you to be sad, causing you to want to be miserable. If you're excited, they're the ones that try to take that from you, being a Debbie Downer. You see? So why are you trying to please that person? Have you seen that person happy? Think about it. Actually, genuinely happy. Like they smile, the smile reached their eyes, kind of thing. They laugh, the laugh reached their eyes. No? It's always a that's funny kind of thing. It's always like a fake laugh. Yeah, so you can't please that person because that person don't know how to please themselves. They don't know their sense of humor. They haven't figured that out yet. They haven't figured out anything of themselves or about themselves. So you should figure out yourself, find out what makes you happy, what that makes you feel like life is something, worth sucking up and worth pushing through. Because also, if you release the people that's causing you problems, your life will get better. It literally says it here, like when you appreciate everything in it, it increases the value of your life. You don't appreciate these people, you don't want them in your life, you're not happy with them, nor are you happy with your choice to have them in your life. So what should you do? And does that bring you happiness? Does that bring you a sense of relief? And then you probably said yeah, and then you felt shitty about it. You felt shitty because you stayed in the situation for so long. Self-realization, now you're aware that this was a shitty situation that you stayed in longer than you need to. And nobody told you to do it. You chose to do it because people please it. Which is also an ego response. You can't please everybody. And also that you will become the things that people will want you to become and lose yourself in a way. So it really doesn't matter or help in no way, shape, or form. So they're lost and you're lost. It's like the three blind mice. Who's helping who get well? Like that kind of thing. Nobody can help each other if they don't know where they're going. But yeah, back to this. The cow. It says, open to the light and let yourself be filled with it. Drain in it brightness, its color, and its warmth, and the radiant healing power. Feel the warmth of the light. It wakes up your cells and get the atom dancing and singing as needed. Send bundles of light to those parts of your body while you're asking for attention. I open myself up to the cosmic lights of the universe, loving principles to the strength which gives healing and joy. None of them looks like the cow. So we're gonna put that here. And next, I'm gonna show you. We have that time. I don't know what it says. Priority. Set them. With time, it says this helps reduce stress, giving inner strength and steadying the nerves. Time is our very most valuable asset. If we can consciously set priorities, this helps to avoid time pressure and or give the days a certain structure. You are sitting in don't know what that is, in the front of a pond at a regular interval of drops of water falls from the stone of the water. Absorb how the circle of the wavelet spread outwards further and further. In the same way, a single apparently insignificant priority which you have deliberately set for yourself can have far-reaching consequences and become the start of something monumentous. But if nothing is too small to be of no importance. Oh yeah, that basically everything that God makes is wonderful and beautiful and gorgeous, right? He is aware of that. But then he also is aware of, even though it might be very beautiful looking and like great to look at, it could cause you pain and stuff like that. He is aware that certain things out there that could be great, looks beautiful, but it will cause pain. Okay? But every life is precious and it's beautiful. Um, I don't just say like human life because he, first of all, he made animals first, so it's just like, it's like he thought he didn't think about a human after, good sir. So it's just like, but everything has a role and everything has a place to be in. Like, snakes pop in my head, but I don't really do snakes. I'm not really a big fan of snakes, but like I know that they can help with things. They help with getting rid of mice and stuff like that. But or like with spiders. I don't have a problem with spiders. With spiders, they help with like getting rid of flies. Even centipedes, they help get rid of like certain bugs in your house that you wouldn't want to be in your house. They get rid of it for you without you actually like saying anything, and it's a bonus for them because they get food. And or even sharks. Sharks is literally like the doctors of the sea. They only well if they like older in age and stuff like that, or if you're in the sea or the ocean and a place that you're not supposed to be in. But they normally only will attack if they like if a fish or something like that is sick. That's what they don't. Well, if they're also hungry, but like so they won't affect the rest of the ocean and get other fish sick and stuff like that, because then that will mess up the ecosystem and throw it out of balance. They're just like literally the doctors and clean stuff up. Crabs kind of sort of do that too, because if you pay attention to fish, some of them more so swim at the top where the crabs is at the bottom. If you at the bottom and the crab can get you, it's like, hey, you about to die anyway, so I might as well have some food. Like kind of. And it's still like a win-win situation, but they like at that point in time, it's like either there's no sharks around, the sharks didn't realize like, hey, you about to like die and be sick, so it helps kind of thing. So you can see crabs as like nurses if you want to. Shrimps, we're just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. And then I definitely don't know how to say this one, so I'm just gonna show you, and then we're gonna talk about it. But it says transformation, the act of change. You got that earlier. Oh, I didn't show you justice signs. I'm justice timeout. That's funny. That's funny. And on the back it says this helps you refresh your spirit and gives harmony and balance. And I'm just gonna say equilibrium. Make sure your arms are horizontal to keep your hands as high as your throat while you're performing this hand gesture, I'm assuming. Imagine a bowl of lemons in front of you. Lemons are good. It helps your throat. And because of the citric acid, it helps like crack up like any stagnated energy. But not just lemons. Orange, grapefruit, anything with citrus. But back to this. But one are shiny and flawless. The odd ones out has an ugly mark on it. Whether you get annoyed by it or not makes no difference. Or not makes no difference at all. The marks is there, and that's that. The best thing is to squeeze all the juice out of the lemon and a good portion of sugar and make sweet lemonade out of the situation. I'm so clever and ingenious that I can use any situation to my advantage and make sure that the greatest good for all comes of it. So pretty much they're saying like, this situation is shitty, yes, but you could turn this situation into lemonade, kind of thing. And I even said before, like this, even if you don't like lemonade, there's a whole bunch of other lemon you can do. Lemon pie, like there's a whole bunch of other things you can do. But lemon. Okay, so it could be just the fruit, okay, or the essential oil. Either way, it's helped with arthritis, asthma, bacteria, bugs bites, chickenpox, fevers, inflammation. It specified the bugs. It said insects, mosquitoes, and deer ticks. Joint pain, muscles, spasms, respiratory infection, sore throat, toenail, and fungus and wounds. Oh, mumps. But this oil also helps energize and uplift you and yeah, cleanse stagnated energy and or feelings. Let's see what anything else I want to say. No, pretty much that's it. So you could just use the essential oil. You can eat the fruit. You do you, man. And now we have a garden with something lovely will grow from this. Yeah, if you allow the change to happen, something beautiful will come out of it. But the more you try to stop the change from happening, the more just destruction will come from it. Then we have witch, justice is coming. Yeah, then we have be bewitched. And we also got a sword here. You got a sword here. Yeah. Something's getting cut out and separated from. And then we have bitch fire or stand up for yourself. Which is the 7 of Wands. And then we have feather. Think first before you judge. Yeah, and he even said earlier, like, I am not the judge. You can't really judge the situation or judge yourself in the situation because you've been in the situation for way too long. And you can't judge others for putting themselves in the situation or for being in the situation, seeing that you was also in the situation. And then you can't, again, you shouldn't, okay, rather say I can't, saying can't. You should not judge other people that's in the same predicament or the same situation as you. You should also understand them rather than judge them. And with certain things where you feel like people are judging you, it's actually them helping you. Whereas the person that's causing you actual pain, that's the person judging you. So the people that's actually judging you, accept them in your life. And the people that's not judging you, you push them away. Or cause stress and problems in their life. Or do the exact same things that people are doing to you in their life. And it's like, yeah, which is why they just cut you off. And then we have stars. You can manifest your every dreams. Also, what popped in my head was like stand up for yourself. And then we have feather over here. So it went from 1-1 to like 3 people to like 2. There could have been like people, like I said, keep like trying to help you and tell you things and stuff like that. But at some point in time, they got tired of always defending you and protecting you and stuff like that. Because they also have to protect and defend themselves. So, if you want to be strong enough to protect yourself and defend yourself, you can do that, but you're stopping yourself from that happening. You have to realize that and be aware of that. Then we have throne with your potential is endless. And then we have clover with release your guilt. And they had that earlier, like, it helps you feel a lot more safer to your body. It helps you process whatever you're going through. Learn the lesson that you need to learn to get out of the situation that you need to get out of. Realize that it was your choice and your decisions that got you here, because it literally said that earlier. And you can undo those choices and decisions. Like, you decide to go work for a job. Now you've come to find out that job sucks. How can you get out of that job? You can quit. Yeah. You can resign. Yeah. There's ways to get out of everything. Well, probably not person, but good time. But like, if you be good, there's, you know, they let you off of good behavior. But like everything else, there's a way out. Like, there's a way out, kind of thing. Then we have treat yourself to something beautiful today. You know, she got a little tattoo that says grow. Rather than keeping yourself stuck and repeating cycles and ideas that you know won't bring you happiness and don't make you happy in no way, shape, or form. Then we have change one thing today, start small. And we had that earlier. Nothing is too small to be unimportant. To be of no importance. And we have slow down and rest, you need it. So like I said earlier, you don't need to go push ultra, burn yourself out, to overexert yourself. You don't need to do all that, it's fine. It could literally be like, I don't know, maybe we'll change your toothbrush. Not toothbrush, like maybe your toothbrush. Or like your toothpaste. Where everybody else is using like the regular toothbrush, maybe yours. Or like even if they're using like the little the battery one, yours might be like while you're brushing you're getting like it gets the front, it gets the bottom, it gets the side kind of thing. That could be your toothbrush, that's fine. That could help with dental health. You know? That's something small. You don't really think about that, but then it helps your mouth, your breath, you know, and it helps you not have cavities, kind of thing. And then we're drinking tea here. So if you do drink tea, you can put lemon juice in your tea. That's fine. You could take a bath. That's cool. Give yourself some time, especially before we talk about your body. Give your body some time to relax, but also give your mind some time to relax. Seeing that she got this little board here, she got a pen, she got a book, she got her face roller, she got some candles. You know, make an experience out of it. Of taking like care of yourself. And some of these things you can get like at Dollar Tree if you want to get essential oils. Well, not at Dollar Tree, but like not essential oils. Add some salt. There we go. You can get at Dollar Tree. Even like a bubble bath if you want to. I don't really know. If you want like an inexpensive way, or Family Dollar. From the South, Dollar General. Like it's. Well, that's the South and Upstate. It's Dollar General. Tim Hortons is popped in my head. So you can get yourself some Timmy Hoes, or some Dunkin' Donuts, you know, or some Starbucks. It's whatever. But like giving yourself some time to like unwind and actually process your feelings and your emotions of how you feel about the situation. And if it's bringing you happiness. If it's not bringing you happiness, then why are you having it in your life? You know, the Eight of Cups is literally like walking away from things that no longer serve you. And he's walking, like, then the Eight of Cups leads to the Nine of Cups. Which is a wish, emotional fulfillment, or emotional contentment. And then the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. But you won't get to that if you don't walk away. Okay? And then, a mindful message we have, the better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good things coming my way. The better it gets, I can keep raising up. So, yeah, it's basically your choices. It can get better if you choose better. Or, like, pay attention to your choices as well. Then we have the edge of greatness. Please don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. Oh, interesting thoughts. We have the universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumple at the edge of greatness. I take the opportunity that comes and walk through doors with confidence. Oh, with that being said, you can do things. You have potential for something. I don't know what it is, but you got potential, okay? It could be songwriting. It could be singing. It could be drawing. It could be a poet, okay? It could be math. I don't know, but you know. And that can lead you, like, to other things that continue to help you grow and evolve. And people know that and see that. The people that you keep accepting in your life know that and see that. But they trying to scare you or fill you with a whole bunch of fear that it won't fulfill your life. It won't bring you happiness. Like, you're not great at it. It's not that, blah, 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 blah. It's not as... They try to downplay what your potential so you don't continue to, like, thrive and flourish and this kind of thing. Or even try to, like, find out more about yourself. Right? So, which is why they try to make you feel like you should be ashamed of it. Let's say you're good at math, okay? Math just come easy to you, or stuff like that. There's no reason for you to be ashamed about it. If you're a math genius, you're a math genius. That's fine. But they try to make you feel ashamed of being a math genius because they don't understand math. It's just like, but you need to understand math. It's a part of your life. If you're a science genius, you need to know science. It's a part of your life. If you're a math ass, it's a part of your life. Okay? You need it. If you're just a genius, you get everything. You need it it's a part of your life, and you need to get it. You need to understand it. Like, it is what it is, kind of thing. And rather than shaming you and try to make you feel like it would be better off to, I won't say be stupid or be dumb, but like to be uneducated in certain things, that's weird. Like, it's weird. I'm sorry, but like, that's weird. Like, I'm gonna go back to my math thing. Maybe you can get all the theorems and stuff like that. I only know, like, there's calculus 3. I don't know if there's past calculus 3. Is there calculus 4? I don't know. Okay, I don't need to know. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, you probably, like, the integrals, and that's all that popped in my head right now. But you probably get that with no problems and stuff like that. And all the washers and the disc and stuff like that. You could probably find the areas of that with no freaking problem. And that's great, and that's wonderful, because you need that at some point in time. Not, like, on an everyday basis, where, like, somebody, all they can do is, like, count on their fingers, or like little mental math with certain things, with certain problems, but with like you probably could do mental math with polynomials, okay? Or mental math with them integrals, which is kind of, that's weird, okay? Not weird, it's not to be ashamed. Like, that's great. But like, just write it down. Kind of thing, like, write it down. But that is great, and stuff like that. And at the edge of greatness and stuff like that, it's also reminded me of the Fool card. But, and the Fool talks about, like, it's the first card on the journey, and each major arcana is a lesson that he's supposed to learn. And then, you know, because you have a flag here and stuff like that, which talks about the world. When at the end of it, when you discover something, you know, normally you put a flag there saying that you're the first one to discover it. But you are not necessarily the first one to discover it. You're the first one to discover you and your specialties and your abilities and the things and your potential, which is great. Give you, like, date yourself. Like, you take the time out to learn what your partner likes and what they don't like, what and stuff like that, what they into, what they turn on and stuff like that. Do that for yourself. Date yourself. Figure yourself out. Discover yourself. See that there's a flag there, you're the first one to ever do it. The people that be like, I love you, they don't actually, like, they never actually, like, discover you. They like certain parts of you, but not all of you. And you will understand your flaws, you will see your flaws. At some point in time, they might be ready to be like, what? Me love my flaws? Yeah. Like, your insecurities and stuff like that, you're not the only one with insecurities. And then over time, the things that you were insecure about, you probably realize it's not that bad or not that big of a deal, kind of thing. I think, like, thighs and stuff like that. If your thighs touch, that's fine. You can put your hands in, like, between your thighs, your hands warm, kind of thing, because they always rubbing together. If you got a thigh gap, that's fine. It really doesn't. To your person, it really wouldn't matter. I don't have a plus for thigh gaps. You can hold stuff there. If somebody be like, okay, hold this for me, and then you're doing something, you can, like, bop, like, kind of thing, and still your hands free. That's a plus. You know, because sometimes your hands be, you gotta, you know. So we have food with what I eat fuels me. I eat the best food. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating, visualizing the nutrients that I am consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing this food. Well, what just popped in my head was a video where somebody had, like, chips and juice and stuff like that, and was like, made a prayer, was like, may these food please provide nourishment to my body. And then God looked and was like, come on. But yeah, everything has, like, certain things, not everything, certain things have, like, vitamins and nutrients and stuff like that, and provide, like, you know, strength to you. Like, either way, it's gonna provide energy to your body. But, like, it's like the vitamins and stuff like that, making sure everything is in the right levels. There you have, when I think I surrendered more. Yeah, so if you think that you're like, I already let go of control, you need to let go some more, okay? Let it go some more. Thank you. Like, then we have my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Yeah, and I just talked about the Fool earlier. The Fool talks about a leap of faith. So you're on the edge, but now Spirit's just like, okay, trust me that I will catch you, kind of thing. But then also, they will catch you. What's that they, like, your higher self is telling you information and, like, trying to take information. If you refuse to listen to it, if you, like King Saul kind of thing. If God said, hey, don't befriend them people, and you decide to befriend them people, whatever happens at that point in time, because you ain't listening. And you felt like you knew more than he did. And he's like, alright, cool, since you know so much, like, you got your degree. Oh, that kind of situation, like, kind of thing. So you have your choices had a consequence. You have to learn. God pretty much punishes you like a parent, kind of thing. If you do something wrong, there is punishment. You have to learn your lesson, so you don't repeat it. So next time you don't do something, you don't fucking do it. That kind of thing. He still loves you. He still cares for your well-being. But, like, you have to learn, kind of thing. There we have, the more energy and intentions I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I become. What popped in my head with this, it's like the more you trust in the universe, just like, they want what's best for you. They're not trying to hurt you in no way, shape, or form. Popped in my head was Cat Williams, where he was like, when anything like bothers him and stuff like that, he goes to God. He could talk to God. He was like, but if you're atheist, you don't have no backup. He was like, I got backup. You have no backup. Who you going to? Who you talking to? Like that kind of thing. So it's like you feel a lot freer and stuff like that. Where also I've been saying, if you've been here for a while, I also know that there's some cross watchers here. You on your ones, okay? And they're gathering a group to bring one person down, my guy. Why? Because your backup surpasses their backup in every way, shape, or form. So don't be scared of these people, because they can't really do anything to you. Also, God said no weapons that form against you shall prosper. Well, I know before, like the whole, well, why didn't King Saul? Because he told him not to do it, kind of thing. Like that's when, if you don't listen to like his warning, then stuff is going to happen. Other than that, things are just not going to happen. Yeah. So self-care, you have pleasure. Wait, you ever watch Sex Ed? It's a British show. With this card, every time that it pops in my head is Amy, where she always knew what her boyfriends like sexually and stuff like that, and what turns them on and stuff like that, or like porn kind of thing, but she didn't know like what she actually liked. So when she had a boyfriend that was more so like a pleaser kind of thing, he didn't know, like he knows what he likes. He's comfortable with himself, but he didn't, like he can tell that she wasn't enjoying it, and she wasn't enjoying herself, so that he wasn't enjoying herself. So you know what you like and stuff like that, what turns you on, how you like it and stuff like that. Your person, they will have no time, have no problem taking the time out to learn it, to do it right. But also with you, as you discover new things about yourself, like maybe you try to say you don't like a certain thing, but it's like you actually do like it. It just have to be done a certain way. Kind of thing. I don't know. You probably do. Okay. Then we have make a vision board. Okay, I know on this, it's like in the next to each other, you're probably thinking, make a pleasure vision board. If you want to write it out, your fantasies, I think that was a card one time, like tell me your fantasies, stuff like that. Person, I have no problem, okay? No problem. Also, you will know with the feel, like paying attention to your feelings, you will know who you can show that book to, or who you can't show that book to, who you feel comfortable showing it to, who you won't feel comfortable showing it to. And, yeah, I think like Amy had like 3 boyfriends in that whole show, and it's like the last boyfriend that actually like took the time out to actually like get to know her and get to know what she likes and stuff like that. I believe it was 3. I'm not honestly sure. I'm not really sure. But so if that is the case, you could write it in a book. If you know, you could do whatever you want to do. And or it could just simply make a vision board about other things in your life, if that's not one thing that you're into. And then we have building strength. Oh, did I say like something about boxing earlier? Yeah, go ahead. If you want to cry while you're doing it, you can cry. And we have family. I know I was talking about like a narcissistic family earlier, but okay. That and that scenario could just be relatives, where your family is, there's a sense of belonging, care, love, and support. Your relative could be your family. Like, you might have siblings and stuff like that, but you're closer to your cousin than you are closer to your siblings. So even though your siblings are supposed to be your family, they're more so like a relative, and your cousin, which is supposed to be like a relative, is more so family kind of thing. So it's like your family is whatever you make it kind of thing. And also realizing that the family that you die with isn't the family that you're born in, it's the one that you created for yourself. So realizing what you like in yourself, what you like in the person, you might not, like, you can't control the other person, be like, oh, I need you to do this, I want this, so do this. Like, no, okay? The person that you're looking for, the person that you're seeking, will be out there looking for you and seeking for you too, kind of thing, right? Because family. And with that being said, you need to figure out, what do family mean to you, relationship means to you, friendship. Also, but co-workers popping in my head. And then that's another thing. Your co-workers is not your family. That's a trauma bond. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit, okay? Your co-workers is not your family. Now, unless it's a family business, then okay. Okay? But if it's, like, If your manager, your boss, or whatever, be like, oh, we're just one big own happy family here. No, the fuck you're not. It's dysfunctional, okay? It's dysfunctional, and that shit is not okay. Go. Okay, so we have, okay, I'm gonna pull these out one by one, even though they all came together, but I'm gonna show you one by one. Okay, so we have the tower with the fire of God with disruption and warns of disaster and aids in transformation. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups. And then we have God, the master of the universe, with divine warrior. It confines the wicked and brings victory and peace. And then we have the Hierophant with the merciful God with divine forgiveness, obtaining friendships and favor of the greats and secure promises. Oh, also with the great kind of thing being there, nobody is, okay, so there's greats and then there's lessers, I believe. Not saying that you're not great, you're just a little bit less. See? So everybody is special, just some is more special than others, but everybody is special. Even in God's eyes, there's greaters and then there's lessers. Not saying that you're not great, okay? He's not saying that you're not great. Cool. Just a little bit less. That can always increase as you learn your lessons. Then we have the Three of Wands with God, God of hope with constructions of the universe, hope with giving works and protection from adversities. Also, the Hierophant talks about healing, and well, one of the meanings for the Hierophant is healing. It can also be like marriage officials. With this whole control kind of thing, God is pretty much showing like, I'm the one in control. I'm the one that can destroy this at any point in time. And with confine the wicked, you don't know who was wicked. As I said earlier, somebody keep letting all the horror movies main characters just pop in their house and be like, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna be fine. And it's like, you're not gonna be fine. Then we have the Nine of Swords with the comforting God with purifications, protection from impudence, and religious sentiments. Yeah, I remember that somebody kept using the Bible to justify the things that they're doing. And I keep saying, like, God did say, like, there's going to be false prophets that preach in his name. But, and then I also brought up how the church, even though it was supposed to, like, preach about the Bible and stuff like that, Elijah legit said, they told how the whole thing of Jesus, from start to beginning. And then when it was proved to them, that they played out in front of their face, and they overlooked the whole thing. Whole thing. Okay? They ain't put two and two together. Okay? Because pride and ego, they killed the person, and that pretty much told them, like, y'all are aware that y'all killed Jesus, right? Like, Elijah said, blah, 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 blah. Didn't Jesus do that? That man that y'all just killed? And then they was angry. It was pissed off, because they supposed to know all so much, and be right all the time, kind of thing. And the Nine of Swords normally talks about, like, stress, insomnia, not being able to sleep, nightmares, and with the Tower being here, we're bookending it with the whole purification and stuff like that. Pretty much to fix it is to bring the whole situation down. And because we have disruption, is because the situation is getting cleansed out and purified to pretty much whoever was causing problems, stress, and like adversities. Because they said that earlier, being protected from it, or they being protected from somebody being protected from it. And then you have warns and disaster and protect from impudence. Yeah, because this wasn't going to work out regardless, so it wasn't built to last, and it wasn't going to last. It was going to cause more chaos and throw things out of balance even more, and we don't need that, honestly. And then, it has a sword. Yeah, something's going to cut out and being separated from. And then we have aid in transformation and religious sentiments. There was a church one time, that was it built by Solomon? I forgot who it was built by, but it was very great and grand and beautiful. And when the city got captured again, it pretty much got destroyed. And while it was destroyed, they told you like, oh, this was made of gold, or this had this, and this had this, to pretty much say like how, not to say like the value of the church and how expensive it is. It was pretty much saying like how gorgeous it looked. And God pretty much like, I know it looked gorgeous, and I know it's being brought down, but I can build it back up somewhere else, bigger, better, and grander. And so basically, the tower said like, I built this, now we'll build it again, right? I can do it again. I did it once, I could do it again, kind of thing. Like, that's basically what he was saying. And realizing that is a part of life. And then we have Divine Warrior with construction of the universe. You can, the way that you want your life to look and the way you want your world to, like, your life, which here we have universe, but your life will look and look different than other people's lives and stuff like that, and that's fine and that's okay. It's what's for you is for you, what's for them is for them. And then we have Confine the Wicked will help with the great works. Yeah, that seemed to be a problem, you figuring out. That's what I said earlier with judge a character. It's like that kind of thing. Like, you weren't picking the best people, or you wasn't judging their characters correctly. So it's just spirits trying to like step in and help with that, because that is a problem. Then we have bringing victory and peace and protection from adversity. Yeah, you keep allowing people that's just gonna stress you out and bring you nothing but problems. And Spirit been forgave you. They've been trying to help you get over this, but that's all on you, kind of. So like, you have to allow them to help you, kind of thing. And don't try to undo what they're doing. It's like, you like, remove all the negativity from my life, and then they remove this person because this person is negative, and then you be like, oh well, everybody but them. And it's like, but then do it. You said all the negativity. They are negative, which is why they gotta be removed, kind of thing. And then, because one thing God does not do is half-ass it, let me tell you. And then we have the Page of Wands with the preventing God, with confining wicked and slander and save from enemies. Told you. But that wasn't before with the like you. But the I'm saved. They're not gonna help. You're like, no, they will. Pennywise killed somebody within the first 5 minutes of the damn movie. Okay, like, why you think he's not gonna do anything to you? Kind of thing. And then we have the Ten of Swords with the marvelous God with reevaluation and protection from sadness and giving reevaluation in dreams, which does tie to your subconscious. Which I've been saying, they trying to tell you stuff. They've been trying to talk to you. They've been trying to communicate with you. Yes, you can reevaluate the situation, reevaluate yourself, reevaluate your choices, reevaluate your life, your world, the people that you allow in your life, people that you surround yourself by. Which is why they want you to sit down and just shh. Also, with this religious sentiment, there was a video that I saw yesterday that he was like, with Jesus, you won't have depression. When you worship, you will still have depression. That is a thing. One of the prophets was depressed. So I'm just like, what are you talking about? He was literally depressed. And God was like, oh, you know what you should do? You should eat, drink some water, take a nap. And he sent the angel to comfort him. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be sad. People's not always going to like things that you're saying. That was a whole other prophet. Where he will go around telling people like accurate information and they would be mad at him and they didn't like what he was saying and stuff like that. So at some point in time, he wanted to like stop talking and stuff like that. And God was like, all right, if you want to do that, just know that it's going to cause more like damage than good, kind of thing. So that he just continued preaching the words and stuff like that. So also, with Jesus in your life, he's not saying that your life's going to be all rainbows and sunshine. There's going to be trials and tribulations. People are going to be irritated, especially if they have nothing but demons in their life and stuff like that. You have Jesus. You don't think that they're going to be irritated by that? Which is why they're going to cause you problems and stress and burdens to get you to pull away from it? Thank you. Thank you. Also, it's just, every time I'm like, did you read the book? Did you read? Because he never said that your life's gonna be like rainbows and sunshines. He literally said your life, people are gonna persecute you and bother you more because I am in your life. Because I am with you. Like, Satan, he came to Eve as a snake. It was like, oh, if you eat this apple, you will be like their gods. Blah, 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 blah. You will be like God. Wasn't that the whole reason he got kicked out of heaven? Because he wanted to be like God? So if that was the case, why didn't he eat the apple? Because God was already disappointed with him. It didn't really matter what he did. But it mattered what everybody else did. So, if you are happy and positive, living in your life, okay? Living in your life purpose, being happy, loving, and caring, not causing stress, chaos, and dysfunction, okay? Hurting other people, that's going to piss him off. You think he's not going to send a little minion your way? He is. When he got kicked out of heaven, he convinced like 1/4 of the other angels to follow him. So if he can't reach you, he gonna send a minion. But one thing, God are everywhere, okay? Like, he everywhere at once. So it really doesn't matter. So where he had like foot minions and stuff like that, so he gotta, if you over here, he gotta find a way to get over here. God been over there. God been here and there. Which is how he knows this person doesn't have great intentions for you. Try to tell you, you didn't listen. Okay, cool. So you go with that person. Then stuff falls apart. And then he's still there. Probably not saying anything. Because when he did say something, did you listen? No. Kind of, you see? You know? So reading it, like reading whatever book that you have for yourself and getting an understanding for yourself. And with the whole repeating cycles and crap like that, the amount of times Israel done did that. So basically, like, you know, like, you're not the only one to do it. But we're gonna finish with not finish, but I'm just reading more affirmations. But I make a difference. So you can pick whatever you want. Like I said, 5. You can pick whichever one you want. I attract loving relationships in my life. No one can make me feel inferior. I told you. It's either a Debbie Downer, a narcissist, or somebody that literally genuinely can't be happy for you. Because if their life is not going well, not going great, then somehow your life shouldn't be going well and going great, as if your life is tied together. And we have, I accept myself just as I am. And we have, my goals and dreams becomes my reality. With this, the way you were as a kid was fine. It was nothing wrong with you. You was born with everything that you needed to have to, like, in order to survive and grow. And your family or people around you, your environment, try to shame you out of it, to try to change you and make you think like certain ways, or the way that you was doing, or the way that you... Okay, the way that a kid see the world might be a little bit skewed, kind of thing. But the way that you presented yourself and the way that you carried yourself and you loved and you cared for others, nothing was wrong with that. And they try to shame you into thinking that something was wrong when it was perfectly fine. And then we have, I have the power to create chance. And we have, I'm in control of your own choices. I feel like I needed to add that. You're in control of your own choices. You can't control somebody else's choices. You can't control how that person feels about it. You can't control somebody else's mind, thoughts, feelings, emotions, bodies, movements. You can't control none of that. Okay? Go and control that for yourself. Cool. And we have the angel of creativity and the angel of travel. Yeah, but the justice is a tower at the higher... Well, the amount of times I saw a sword, something is getting cut off and separated from. So you are going to be moving away from something and traveling. Oh yeah, we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something's over. The Ten of Swords always talk about betrayal, overkill, and being stabbed in the back. And like a shocking attack. Like it's... With the Ten of Cups here, probably like an emotional way. But yeah, that's coming to an end. So something else can start. But yeah, that's all I see for this reading. Or if you like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, also with this angel of creativity, where it says earlier, like you can turn this lemon into like something better and stuff like that, or you can like turn the situation around. Just be creative about it. Like whatever they're trying to shame you about, look into it. Why? Like it can literally be your creativity. Didn't I say like something about like songwriting, singing? Then I said math. But you need math for like, if you're building a house, you need to know like how many feet and stuff like that. You need math. So, yeah. Or if you're coding and stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be like math. You code. That's creating something out of nothing. Maybe coding a website, coding a game, coding whatever. That's creativity. It takes creativity. Probably could do different color backgrounds, stuff like that. Go ahead. But that is creativity and stuff like that. So you are able to turn this situation around. You have the power to do so. You probably need to strengthen that, but like you do have the power to do so. It was already with you when you was born. Just people try to suppress it, and then as a result, at some point in time, you started suppressing it, and it's just like, just feel it, just let it out, kind of thing. You don't have to tell people about it. Like, oh, I'm feeling this. You can simply like sit with yourself. That's fine. That's too. What? That's fine. That's cool. With that too, what popped in my head with if you ever watch Grace and Frankie, Frankie will do like vlogs for herself. Um, to be like a little bit like of a therapy for her and kind of thing. You can do that as well. So if you don't feel comfortable talking to an actual person, at least having like getting all those feelings and emotions out, which also helps you process it. You can listen back to it if you want to, or you can just simply delete it. I don't know. Or you can write it out. Whatever you want to do, however helps you. But yeah, that's all I see for this reading. If you like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.